I remember exactly 2 years ago, I had my year 10 exams coming up. And these were really important exams for me, bro. And at that time, I was having the worst fatigue crisis in my life. Imagine this, yeah? I had my exams coming up. My exam is like 2 months, right? And I had to literally watch motivational videos to hype myself up. You know the channel Ben Lionel Scott? I had to watch those. That's how crazy it was, bro. I had to watch those videos to just get myself in the zone so I could literally just sit down and study. That's how I was tired all the day, bro. Whenever it was time to study, I just couldn't get myself to study. And once I watched these motivational videos, a couple of them, you know what? I actually sat down to study. And then guess what happened? 5 minutes later, I'm back on my mobile phone. And I would spend hours on social media before I got back to studying again. I could get no work done. I just couldn't be bothered, bro. I knew, on the other hand, that these were really important exams that I just couldn't afford to do bad in them. Made no progress. Couldn't study at all. Got way worse grades than I could have gotten if I actually put the work in. Does that sound relatable to you? Do you actually want to do something? Do you actually want to do something productive like study, like work on a business, and then just cannot get yourself to do so? Well, that was me, right? And I actually found the solution to that problem, and now things are different, bro. Now I can literally sit down and study for 5 hours a day on the weekend, and I don't even need to watch any of those motivational videos again. To be honest, I don't even need to feel like it. Even if I don't feel like it, I get that work done. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how to get there. I'm gonna give you the exact steps. I'm not gonna waffle around and give you some fake advice and then give you the rest of the advice in a course. I'm not gonna tease you with this advice. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do that, the exact steps, for free. But first, I need to tell you exactly why you feel that way. Because to really solve a problem, you need to know what causes it, right? You know why you have that problem? You know why you always feel demotivated and lethargic? That's because you have no structure to your day. Now that sounds obvious, right? But hear me out, yeah? When was the last time that you actually planned out your entire day, made a routine, and stuck to it? Don't lie to yourself, bro. Alright? Just be honest with yourself at least. It was probably a long time ago, right? Probably never. The thing is, bro, you and this is what I used to do. I used to just hope to get the motivation at the right time. I had no structure. I would say, okay, I'm gonna study 5 hours a day. I'm gonna study 5 hours tomorrow. And I had no plan as to where, when, and how I was gonna do it. The problem wasn't that I lacked motivation. The problem with me and you was that we lacked clarity. We didn't know how it was supposed to happen, when it was supposed to happen. We would just hope that, okay, 5 hours tomorrow, I just hope that I get the motivation at the right time to study. Otherwise, I'm not gonna study. And when that didn't happen, I would find myself watching motivational videos to get myself in the zone. And to be honest, what made me think that I deserved to get that much work done? What makes you think that you deserve to get 5 hours of work done today or tomorrow? I mean, I don't mean to be rude or offensive, but bro, you've literally been an unproductive, lazy guy for months, if not years. And now you think that you're going to turn into David Goggins overnight? That's not going to happen, bro. Be realistic. Okay, so you finally want to sit down. Okay, so you finally want to sit your ass down and study, right? There's 3 simple steps. And every single one of those steps is equally important. If you skip even one of those, you'll end up as a loser. So stick till the end, yeah? The first step is to set rules. Now, the rule that I've set for my daily life is that no social media, no entertainment content, no stimulation until I'm done with the day's tasks. Don't even think about going on to that content until you're done. Throw your phone away into the next room for a couple of hours if you have to. Get away from distractions. And bro, honestly, if you think that, oh nah, this step is not for me, I'm just gonna resist the temptations, right? My phone doesn't dictate how I feel, how I take action. I'm not gonna follow this step. I don't care. I'll just put my mobile on silent. Trust me, bro. You'll never get disciplined that way. If you don't think that changing your environment for the better, getting rid of distractions from your environment works, if you don't think it works, you'll never get disciplined. Do you think that all these chronically like long-term discipline people like David Goggins just resist the temptation? No, they spend their time in an environment which is more disciplined as compared to one that is filled with distractions. So if you say that I'm not gonna follow this step, you're never gonna get disciplined, and you'll always find yourself watching motivational videos at 3 a.m. trying to get disciplined, trying to get hyped up so that you can hit a workout. You will always hope that one day you become a millionaire and ultra successful guy, and then you'll cry when that doesn't happen. This way I don't get caught up on social media. Just because a friend sent me a notification, I go on there, I get a notification on WhatsApp, I gotta reply to that message. Now I've started a whole ass convo which lasts for 2 hours. I wasted another 2 hours. Now I feel lethargic. I don't want to do any more work. And this motivates me as well. I know that, okay, once I'm done with this task, bro, once I'm done with doing 1 hour of work, I'm gonna get to go onto social media. I know that time's gonna come. I know the time for relaxation will come. That's what motivates me to get through this study session. The second step is the tasks. Alright, every night before you go to bed, alright, plan what you're gonna do. Plan the things that you need to do for the next day, and plan when and how you're gonna do them. Now, personally, for me, I make a to-do list on the Notes app on my mobile phone, right? So everything that I need to get done goes on a checklist. And you also need to have an idea as to when this is gonna get done. Now, for example, I'm gonna finish recording this video by Asr time, which is by Asr prayer time for us Muslims, right? Which is at 6:50. So I know that around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, around that time, right, before 6:50, I'm gonna get this task completed. And I also write down, for example, I'm gonna get 3 tasks, which will take me approximately 3 hours. You need to be clear with the time. You need to have an idea of how long this is gonna take. For example, I'm gonna study for 1 hour 30 minutes. I'm gonna hit the gym for 1 hour. You need to have an idea of how long this is gonna take. So now you know that, okay, 1 hour of studying plus 1 hour of working out, that takes me from Asr time and by the way that's one of the props of being a Muslim, you know. If you make your routine around the prayer times, your day gets structured. Now, for example, I write on my to-do list, okay, I've got these 3 tasks before Asr time, let's say, right, which is 6:50. And these tasks will take me before Asr time and after Zohar time, which is 1:40, 1:50, right? So basically you can say between 2 and 7, I've got 5 hours, right? And I've got 3 tasks that I need to complete, which will take me approximately 3 to 4 hours. You need to be clear with the time. You need to have an idea of how long this is going to take. Time clarity is so important, man. It's more important than motivation. So now I know, okay, for example, studying for 1 hour 30 minutes, right? After Zohar, which is 2 o'clock. Okay, so around 3:30 to 4 o'clock, I will do this. And that will take me another hour. But by the time it will be like 5 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock, basically, I hit the workout. So it's in order. I write it in an order, basically. And you don't always have to accomplish it in an order. The main thing is time clarity. You have to know that, okay, in this time frame, this needs to get done. You need to be specific with that time. So the props of this is that not only do you know what to do now, you know when to do it. So now you won't find yourself watching a motivational video at 3 a.m. trying to get hyped up for studying, because now you knew when to do it and you did it at that time. Okay? And the first step helped you with this. The reason you did it at that specific time, the reason you studied at the specific time is because you know that you will not be able to get your mobile phone unless you accomplish studying at the time for studying. So you see how the first step, the second and the third step, all of them connect together. That's why they're also equally important. And now I'll go to bed stressless, knowing that, okay, I made a routine, I made a plan, and I stuck to it. I accomplished my goal. You will go to bed. Not only will you not be stressing, but you will be feeling good. You'll have that sense of accomplishment. You'll have that sense of progress, which is what really makes a man happy, by the way. Alright, bro, before we move on to the third step, I need to talk to you about something. So you know how this is a one-way sort of content consumption. You're watching a YouTube video, right? So you can't ask me questions and I can't give you specific answers. So there might be some certain limiting beliefs or certain questions that are specific only to your life that might come to your mind as you're watching this. And if you want the answer to those, you can literally hop on a one-to-one call with me, bro. 1 hour, all of the questions that you can't seem to find the answers to online, I'm going to try my best to answer them. And link is in the description, bro. Takes 5 seconds to sign up. And I'll see you there. Bro, I keep messing up my script. Now, bro, the third step to actually get work done is to be specific. Okay, when you're planning out your day, right? You need to be specific with what you're going to do, exactly what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. For example, if you're going to study, what topic enzymes. I'm gonna study enzymes. When am I gonna study? For example, after Zohar at 2 o'clock, for example, 2 p.m. So you need to be really specific. And by the way, bro, the best technique to study is in blocks of 1 hour 30 minutes. The Pomodoro technique, all of that stuff is cringy. When they say that, okay, 25 minutes and you take a 15-minute break to do jumping jacks, to go take a Facebook break, Instagram break. First of all, bro, you're not that big of a child that you need to take a break, that your attention span can only last like 20 minutes. And second of all, that destroys your focus. If you go on your mobile phone saying that, oh, I'm going to check this notification, oh, I got a call to make, that destroys your focus for at least 20-30 minutes. You need to get in the flow state, which is when you have no stress, no other thoughts in your mind, you're just getting the task done with efficiency. You need to be in the flow state. And this 1 hour 30-minute period allows you to do exactly that. And the thing that is actually going to make you sit down and do that work for 1 hour 30 minutes is knowing that you're going to be able to relax afterwards. Okay, if I get this done, and when I get this done, I'm going to be able to go on my mobile phone and I'm going to be able to talk to that friend of mine. But one thing I gotta say is that we're not going to bullshit ourselves and say that, oh, I'm going to study for 10 hours a day. No, you're going to study specifically when it's time to study. And then after that, you're going to forget about studying. So for example, you've got 1 hour 30 minutes of study after Zohar at 2 p.m. You're going to study then, and then when at 5 p.m. it's time to work out, you're going to work out. Okay, 2 to 3 blocks of 1 hour 30 minutes studying maximum on an exam day. If you got to do 4, go for it. This way you'll actually get more work done, bro. Because now your mind is not stretched between 2 things at once, for example, social media and studying. Because you know that the time for social media will come. And right now is not that time, so let's focus on studying for now. You get me? When the time comes, I'll be able to relax with peace. And trust me, this will make it so much easier for you to get work done, bro, with focus. And the same goes for exercising. You need to make a workout routine. I can't emphasize how important clarity, mental clarity as to how and when you're gonna get something done is. So write it down, make a table. Okay, for example, I've got legs on Monday and Thursday. So now you know that, okay, today is legs and tomorrow is chest. I'm not going to do chest today and legs tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to catch up for legs on Sunday. No, that way you're going to miss out on legs gains. So specifically, today is chest. Tomorrow, for example, what's tomorrow, bro? Saturday is legs. Whatever it is for you, right? Do exactly what it is, exactly on that day. Be specific, mental clarity. Remember that, bro. You know, bro, before I got into my self-improvement journey, yeah, I used to spend my entire day, all days of the week, in my dark room, locked up with the blinds shut, listening to music, getting in my feels. And that's weak, bro. It takes some balls to say it online, because that's pathetic, that's embarrassing. As a man, you should not be emotional. The point I'm trying to make is, bro, as long as you let your emotions dictate your actions, you're never going to be successful. You're not going to get work done. You cannot rely on motivation to get the work done, because motivation is an emotion, bro. Just like happiness and sadness, it comes and it goes at its own time. If you rely on motivation, you'll always end up fantasizing, just like I did, about becoming a successful guy and actually make no progress towards it. So stop spending unnecessary time on social media, bro. And if you have to use it after you get the work done. This way, you won't go to bed, or you won't be on social media, you won't go online thinking that, oh man, I really should be studying right now. You won't have that stress, you know. Your mind will be at peace. You'll go to bed knowing that you tried your best. You'll go to bed with a sense of accomplishment. So instead of relying on motivation to get the work done, hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable for accomplishing every task on that to-do list. And don't let it slide when you, for example, relapse on your goals. Don't let it slide when you skip, for example, studying for today. The only way to grow is to hold yourself accountable. Take care, bro.